Alright, welcome back to Metal Heroes Review, episode 146. We're going to discuss the episodes 13 to 15 of Blue SWAT. Now, I was thinking of doing 16, but it's getting kind of late right now, so I'm just going to do 16 tomorrow, and then I'll officially resume watching Commodore 01 tomorrow. It is definite. So in these 3 episodes, we get some interesting stuff happening here. So I forgot to mention this. I think it happens this episode here with 13. So with 13, we debut a brand new character, which is this weird kid who apparently is running the Space Mafia on Earth. We don't know who he is yet. We will know for quite a while. So basically, they unleash these 3 aliens known as the Sharpshooters who arrive on Earth. They possess, though they keep calling invade, they possess the bodies of 3 hikers. And it becomes a really good, action set piece here, with them going to, a virtual, well, they call it, Ultimate Dimension, basically virtual reality, which that's what CG calls it. And also, anything also interesting about this episode, this is where Submarine finds out about the Blue SWAT activities, because they won't tell her anything. She made her debut back in, I think it was, episode 3, I think it was. And it took 10 episodes after her debut to find out what the heck is going on. So she's basically there. She has a first following them under disguise. And, of course, I guess I kind of mentioned, they come out, of course, they go, oh, look, a show, and, of course, they use the weapons. 13 was an amazing episode. Oh, my gosh, what was this for episode, 12? This episode was so good. Eventually, by the end, Show basically kills the last alien. One alien was killed by Sig, and the other was killed by Sarah. Yeah, and after taken care of, you're like, okay, really good episode. What's next? Well, weird one, mind you. The kid does not help this episode at all. Not really, he's not here, but he's here for episode 15. So, we have there after this scientist who, there's a couple different plots going here, because normally they just had generally one plot, not usually 2. They kind of had 2 last episode, but that was mostly tied into the first plot. This is feels like 2 completely different stories. So we had this woman trying to convince her boyfriend to basically give up being a rocker and to return to the country because it's revealed she actually is pregnant and she's smoking, which is not a good idea to do when you're pregnant. From what I've heard, basically, it's not a good idea to smoke or drink alcohol when you're pregnant. It's not good for the baby. But by the end, that she does give it up. Yeah, and the alien himself is weird, and they don't point this out in the episode because I thought this was really, really weird. So the alien himself can talk without the human him possessing, and he speaks perfect Japanese. Now, I'm guessing this either was a goof up on the part of the production for this episode, or this is done on purpose, because it is never addressed the whole episode of why in the world he is not, talking with the translator thing. And the thing is, taking this drug and him misremembering and him possessing the guy who wants to go rockstar. It was really weird, this one. Eventually the guy doesn't get destroyed after mid-shot 100 times, because, they shoot the bullets, very special bullets. And the guy himself just kind of gives up being a rock star, attempt to be a rock star, just goes to the countryside to be with his girlfriend and the baby. And the girl gives up smoking. Okay. Yeah, 14 was a weird episode. 15 is much more interesting. So, pretty much basically the whole thing with 15 is that we have this alien, and of course we translate what it says, ooh, Earth is this nice place, come and invade. Yeah. And of course, you get this idiot who was never directed before. He directs the movie, does it so well. He convinces a group of dangerous aliens, 200 of them, to come to frickin' Earth. So, Steakum's an interesting idea to have, of course, the girlfriend get shot too. All this is happening. While she's recovering, the guy's like, yeah, probably should, they okay, we need to basically, we can't contact them. So, what they do is they create another promotion piece, this time where Earth is a terrible place was like very lackluster. It's like completely uninteresting, and it works. And by the end, basically, the kid gets out of his bed and takes off the device he was wearing. Like, I think it was like 2 on his forehead, 1 on his chest, and he's like, "I'll make you pay." And you're like, who the heck is this kid? We'll find out soon. But that's pretty much basically 13-15 in a nutshell. I would say I love 13. 14 was just bizarre. 15 was very interesting. I like 15. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it to take a video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. So, we have several videos happening tomorrow. We have a Metal Heroes review, Return to Kamen Rider, the final episode of Fire Force, yes, the last one, and the penultimate episode of Freerin. I think that's it. That's all it's planned for tomorrow, okay? See you all tomorrow. Bye.